Battlefield 6 has been making headlines, not just for its gameplay, but for its controversial setting. Today we're going to look at exactly what the developers have said about it and why it sparked so much discussion. The most talked about aspect is the game's near future setting. Battlefield 6 is set in a world where NATO has fractured and a private military company called Pax Armata is central to the story. Developers have been clear that this faction wasn't meant to carry any political message. Executive producer Christian Grass explained in an interview that Pax Armata was created purely for gameplay purposes, to give players two distinct and interesting sides to fight on. He emphasized, quote, "There's no deeper political meaning here. This is about making gameplay fun and engaging," end quote. Despite this, fans have noted that the narrative feels close to real-world tensions, which has caused some of the controversy online. Another point developers have addressed is the game's tone. Battlefield 6 intentionally moves away from the more futuristic sci-fi elements of Battlefield 2042. User experience director Alan Pym stated that players asked for a modern military setting that feels grounded in reality. He said the team focused on dust, mud, destructible environments, and realistic weapon handling to make combat feel visceral and high stakes. This decision has divided fans. Some love the realism, while others feel it might oversimplify the complexities of real-world warfare. Secure Boot, a Windows security feature, is required to play Battlefield 6. Technical director Christian Bull explained that this was necessary to prevent cheating. He said we wish it wasn't required, but ensuring fair play was more important than convenience. While intended to make the game fairer, this requirement has sparked debate about accessibility, with some players frustrated by the extra setup steps. This is another element tied to the controversial setting because it affects who can play the game smoothly in this near-future combat environment. Matchmaking has also been a hot topic. Battlefield 6 does not prioritize skill-based matchmaking. Lead producer David Serlin stated that the team focused on ping and reducing wait times first, with skill level being far down the list. This approach keeps matches fast and accessible, but has led to debate among players about whether this fits the tone of a more serious, realistic Battlefield setting. So, why all the controversy? The developers' intent was always to create engaging modern combat with two distinct factions. But as they've admitted themselves in interviews, intent doesn't always match player perception. A near-future private army taking on real nations combined with realistic visuals and mechanics naturally invites discussion about politics, fairness, and the tone of war. To sum up, Battlefield 6's controversial setting has been explained by the developers as purely a gameplay decision. Pax Armata exists to give players a compelling faction to fight, realism is meant to make it more combat immersive, and anti-cheat measures plus fast matchmaking were chosen to keep play fair and smooth. But whether you agree with these choices or not, it's clear that they've sparked a conversation, and that's part of what makes Battlefield 6 so talked about right now. What do you think about the developers' reasoning? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more breakdowns of your favorite games. See you next time.